Welcome to the 4th Standard English Medium Subject Maths, Chapter 2, Long and Short, Part 4. Do you all remember this thing? We have already seen in our video number 3, Part 3, if you all know then. This is the information regarding when we have to convert the lower unit to highest unit or highest unit to the lower unit. Fine. Again, let's revise this thing that lowest units are centimeter, millimeter and meter. The highest units are kilometer and meter. You can notice something that meter is given here 2 times. Why? Because when we are going to convert kilometer into meter, okay, at that time meter is the lowest unit. Fine. And when we convert meter into centimeter, at that time this meter which I have written in the highest one, it is said as a highest unit. Is it clear this thing? Again, let me repeat that when we convert kilometer into meter, at that time meter unit will be lowest one, and when we convert meter into centimeter, at that time meter will be highest. Fine. Simple thing is there. When you can see that km, okay, when you have to convert m into km, then m will be lowest, and when you have to convert cm into m, fine, then this m will be highest. When it is given centimeter, at that time meter will be highest, and when it is given kilometer, the meter will be lowest. Okay, now let's see this. When we convert lower unit to the higher unit, we have to do division sums, and when we convert higher to the lower unit, we have to do multiplication sums, which we have already learned in our 3rd standard. These things, right? As you can say that 3 kilometer into meter we have converted, or you can say that 32 kilogram into gram. Fine, these things we have learned already, but now we have to do reversing. We have to go from smaller to higher. So we are going to learn lower to higher unit conversion. Okay, so let's start that work with this. Fine, I'm keeping it here on a one side so that it would be remembered for you. Convert the following meters into kilometers. Fine, as we can say that here m and here km. One more thing which we have to remember is that I'm writing it with the pink color. 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer. This thing also. So we have to go from m to k, means lower to higher. So what we have to do? It is divisions. Let's see few examples regarding this thing now. So the first example is 3250 meter into kilometer. Fine, or you can say kilometer and meter both. Okay, or you can write it kilometer only also, no problem, both are correct. So let's see that. We all know that 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer. So 3250 meter will be how many kilometer, right? So for this we have to do the division sum. As we all know that we will leave the 2 lines, we will write it inside dividend 3250 and divisor will be 1000. Okay, the table which we have to take is here 1000. But instead of 1000, if you will hide these three last digits of inside dividend and of outside divisor, then you can see that only you can find it 1 outside and 3 inside. Okay, so table of 1, where you find table answer 3, or if you will 0, you will be 0, you know that, right? When we multiply 0 with any number, we have answer will be 0, or our product will be 0. So let's see that 1000, we know that 1000 threes are, how much it is? 3000. 1000 is given here. Let's write this 3 at a quotient on the last one, because we have to take all 4 digits together. 1000 threes are, how much we have here? 3000. Fine. Minus sign. 0 minus 0. 5 minus 0 will be 5. 2 minus 0 will be 2. 3 minus 3 will be 0. So we got 3 as our quotient and 250 as our remainder. So our quotient, we have to consider it as a kilometer, and our remainder will be meter. So we can say that is equal to 3 kilometer 250 meter. Another step is there to convert this is, I am writing it by or with a pink pen now. Second method, you can utilize any of the method which you feel easy at your home when you are converting in a today's worksheet. I will give you this kind of sums in the worksheets also, only the numbers will be different. Fine, you can use any of this method. Into kilometer and meter. Fine. So let's see that. First of all, we will write the question again. What is there? 3250 meter. Okay, first of all, tell me that if you will see this, which is given, right? 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. How many zeros are there in thousands? 3 zeros are there, right? And where are they? At the last. From which side? Your right side. From your right side. 3 zeros. Remember, from your right side, 3 zeros. Okay, so same thing, we have to do that. 3 zeros from the right side. So the 3 numbers which we have here from the right side, 1, 2 and 3, that we will separate it, and 3 we will separate it differently. Okay, so this 3 will go with a meter. Your right side 3 digits will go with a meter, and the one which is remain, or 2 which will be remain, is your kilometer. Got it? Okay, this is the answer. Another number, let me show you over here on the next page. I know that if you all remember, then this method you have already learned in your 3rd standard when you are converting paisa into rupees, right? In the semester 2. Now again, let's see few more sums regarding this. 5035 meter into kilometer. Okay, fine. Into, so here we are writing again question 5035 meter. We don't need to write this unit again. Separate last 3, the one which is the remain, give it 35 as your meter, and 5 will be as your kilometer. Okay, this 0 has no value. Why? Because it is higher than 0 in the starting of the meter. Okay, so you can write it or 5 kilometer 35 meter as your answer. Third number, 15,005 meter. Okay, simple as that. Separate last 3 numbers and the remaining separate it others. Last 3 take it as your meters, the remaining one as your kilometer. Okay, let's show you two more here, number 4 and number 5. Fine, I will show you the 5 examples and then you have to do it on your own. You have to try it on your own in the worksheet of today's date, means of a 30th date. Okay, so what we'll write it here, 25,645 meter. Fine, so we can write that 25,645, separate the last two numbers, take it as a meter, and this two over here as a kilometer. So 645 as your meter, 25 as your kilometer. I'm giving you now 5 digits number in the 10,000s numbers. Okay, separate the last 3 from right side and the remaining on the other side. 4,055 meter, 76 will be your kilometer. Clear this thing? Okay, let's have the word problem after the sums which we have seen of the how to convert meter into kilometers. Let's see this. It's a running exercise. Fine, let's read that. The doctor has told Devi Prasad to run 2 kilometers every day to stay fit. He took 1 round of this field. You can see the brown color field I have done for you. How far did he run? This is your first question. So you can see that all the sides are equal. It means a square shape. Fine. So 500 plus 500 plus 500 plus 500. How much it will be? Simple. Let's do that afterward. Fine. Then the field was very far from his home, so he chose a park nearby. The boundary of the park was about 400 meter long. You can see the in a circle in a parrot green color. So this is the park. For that, how many rounds of the park must Devi Prasad run to complete 2 kilometers? Oh, there is a one question now. One day the weather was very good and a cool breeze was blowing. He felt so good that he kept jogging till he got tired. After 8 rounds, that day he ran blank kilometer and blank meter. So what we have to find it here, that how much he run far. Okay, simple. Fine, so this is our first question, then this is our second one here, and this one will be our third question. We have to solve the 3 questions in a one word problem only. For that, what we need, I will write it the solution in another page. Okay, I will go through it half of. The doctor has told Devi Prasad to run 2 kilometers every day to stay fit. He took 1 round of this field. How far did he run? So you know that the field has, you can say that is equal to 500 meter plus 500 meter plus 500 meter plus 500 meter is equal to 5, 5, 5, 5. How many times it is? 4 times. 5 4s are 20. Everywhere how many common zeros are there? 2 zeros. So simple, we will keep it double zeros and then meter sign. So we got 2000 meter. Do you learn how to convert meter into kilometer? So here we have to convert this 2000 meter into kilometer now. Fine. So we know that 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer. So for the 2000 meter, it will be simple as that. How much? 2 kilometer. Okay, so he runs 2 kilometer far. Clear? Your answer 1. Now let's see the next question. What is that? The field was very far from his home, so he chose a park nearby. The boundary of the park was about 400-meter long. Where is the park? Over here. What is the question given over here? That how many rounds of the park must Devi Prasad run to complete 2 kilometer? As I can see you that I am drawing here line. Okay, that 1 round is equal to how much kilometer is given? How much meter is there here? 400 meter. Fine. So we can say that 400 meter. So how many rounds will be there for the 2 kilometer? We know that 2 kilometer, when we convert into meter, it will be 2000 meter, which we did ahead in the first question. Fine. So I am writing it here directly now. So we will divide 400 by 2000. Here 2000 inside, 4000 outside. To make it simple, if there are zeros, then we have to hide it. We cannot divide only 2 by 4, right? If you have the 2 chocolates and your 4 friends are there, can you able to give them a one whole chocolates? Not possible. You need a 4 chocolates for that. So we will take it here, this 2 digits. Not possible. Why? Because it is given here 3 digits. So let's take this 3 digits. Is it possible to divide? No. 200 is smaller than 400. So we have to take 2000 together. Right? So we can say that 400 divided by 5, 4000. Okay. We can see that. Let me show you in the rough work that 4000 multiplied by 5. 5 zeros will be 0, 5 zeros will be 0 again, and 4 5s will be 20. So you got the 2000 answer. Let's write it here. 400 5s are 2000. 0 minus 0 will be 0. Again 0 minus 0 will be 0. 0 minus 0 will be 0. And 2 minus 2 will be 0. So how much rounds he has to take? 5 rounds. In the answer we can write it as an answer 5 rounds of the park must Devi Prasad run to complete 2 kilometer. Okay, must Devi Prasad run to complete 2 kilometer. Done. Now let's see the third question. Here, what was the third question? One day the weather was very good. Okay, if you know that in the winter, if the weather is good, then at that time we run more, right? Or we do more jogging. So he also did the same way. That how much he run in 8 rounds. Now we know that the 1 round is equal to 400 meter, right? So for the 8 round is given here. Now rounds are given. In the second question, meters was given. So 8 rounds is equal to how many meter or kilometer, both? Kilometer or meter. Fine. So now what we have to do? We have to multiply these two things. 400 meter multiplied by 8. 8 zeros are 0. 8 zeros are 0. 8 fours are, anyone can tell me? 8 fours are how much? Yes, it is 32 meter. Now let's convert that this meters in that our old method, right? How we can convert it? 3200 meter, last 3 digits we have to take it as a meter, and the one we have to take it as a kilometer. Okay, so we can say that 200 meter 3 kilometer. So we can write the answer here. I'm writing with the pink color now. 3 kilometer and 200 meter he had run in this. Fine. Well, you can see that the question is given over here from Kozhikode to Tallicherry. Okay, right now this this city is pronounced it in a different way. It's called as a Tallicherry. It's a Thalassery. So Chubod is going to Kozhikode, which is 24 kilometer away, and Manjani is going to Thalassery, which is 46 kilometer away in the opposite direction. Kozhikode is 24 kilometer away, and Thalassery will be 46 kilometer away, but Thalassery is in its opposite direction. Fine, you can see the signboard over here. Okay, the Kozhikode is over on your left side and Thalassery is on your right side arrow, right? So what we have to do over here in this word problem, how far is Kozhikode from Thalassery? Suppose the Kozhikode is on this end and Thalassery is on this end. Okay, so we have to find that how much distance is there between the two cities. For that, if we have to find the total distance, then what we had done till yet, we had done addition sums. Okay, so let's do it. Solution. First of all, what we need to write? Kilometer and meter in the upper side, but meter is not given here, only kilometers are given. So we will write it directly with that. 44 kilometer is Kozhikode, right? And plus 46 kilometer Thalassery. Fine, let's do the addition. Kilometers unit, we will write it as it is. 6 plus 4 more means 7, 8, 9 and 10. 0 will be down, 1 carry on, 2. 4 plus 3 more, 5, 6 and 7. So our answer is 70 kilometer, right? Kilometer I wrote here. Let's write it here that 70 kilometer is far Kozhikode from Thalassery. Fine, done this thing. It's very easy and simple thing. Okay, can you see here few drawing is there, and before that few stories are written. To make you very easy way in the imagination, I have done the drawing from the textbook. Okay, well, how far is your home from school? Where we are living in the different villages, and then we are going to the different town or city for the school. So it will be more far compared to this word problem. Our villages are 15 kilometers are also far from the school. Our villages are 1 kilometer or 2 kilometer also far from our school also. But what about Momun? Let's see for him. Momun comes to school from very far. He first walks about 400 meters to the pond. You can see these huts over here, houses. This is the distance is 400 meters. Fine. With slippers in his hands, he then walks 150 meters through the pond. So when he passes through the pond, okay, How much meter he used to pass? 150 meters. Next, he runs across the 350 meters wide green field. You can see the green field here. I have written it 350 meter of that. Then he carefully crosses the 40 meter wide road to reach his school. As you can see, the brown color road, 40 meter of that. Okay, and then he reaches to his school. So how much daily he walk to the school? That we have to find it. That is our first question. Very easy. Yes. Okay, let's do one thing. I will write it on the another sheet. I don't have the space on that sheet. Fine. So we can see that how much does Monu walk every day to reach school. So means we have to do addition of all this. When we have to do addition of all, then what it is? Yes, addition sums of a word problem. So what is given here first? The first unit is 400 meter. Let's see the solution. 400 meter to the pond. Fine. Then which is number given? Another 150. Don't forget to write the digit place in its sequence. Okay, we should not forget all these things which we have already learned in our second standard, third standard. 150 meter for what? Of the pond. Walks through the pond. Okay, the next is he across the 350 meter wide green field. 350 meter for green field. And the last one is 40 meter. But 40 meter is in a 2 digits and other all are in 3 digits. How should we write it? From the right side, right? 40 meter. Wide road it is. Wide road. What we have to do is addition. Meter sign we will keep it is as it is. 0 will be here. 0 5 plus 5 will be 10 plus 4 14. 4 here, 1 carry upper side. 4 plus 1 5 plus 1 6 plus 3 7 8 and 9. So how much it is? Total distance. It is 940 meter. Can anyone tell me that 1 kilometer is equal to how much? Yes, 1000 it is. So 1 kilometer is 1000 meter. But what was the next question? Let's see that first. Is it more than 1 kilometer? Is it more than 1 kilometer? Do you think that it is this, the total distance is more than your 1 kilometer? So we can say that no. And the answer over here is 940 meter. Fine. The word problems, the 3 word problems which we have seen in these videos, all the word problems I have asked you in the worksheets maybe, or different word problems I have asked you regarding with the additions and subtractions. Okay, so that we can do it very easily. And in the next video we are going to have a taste of this whole chapter. Okay, thank you.